This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto,
Chinle Wildcats. As we got to go first to our Ace Hardware keys to the game and our Summit Healthcare injury report. And Summit Healthcare having everything you need to get your athlete back in the game. Summit Healthcare and Randall, go through some of the injuries you talked about with the coaches in pregame.
Okay, I spoke with Chinle, and Chinle said that they had 0 injuries. Everybody was healthy and ready to go. I spoke with Kyle and Alchesay, and this kind of is going to hurt a little bit. But Texas is out on an ankle injury tonight, so he's not going to be on the floor tonight. Other than that,
he did start the game, but then I heard Coach Goklish saying, get through it, and he couldn't make it. So he's out, and that could be huge for them tonight.
It could be very huge, yes.
And I did see a couple Chinle players with some heavy ankle tape, so we'll see how that factors in. But next we go to our Ace Hardware pregame. Our keys to the game. Ace Hardware is a 24/7 locksmith. The next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key replaced any hour of the day or night, any night of the week, call Ace Hardware, Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. And it's the playoffs, Randall. It's the pool play, as they're calling it. Some of us call it the play-in. But the fact of the matter is it's win and survive and live another day. It's lose and go home.
That's correct. And so talking to Kyle for the key points, Kyle for Alchesay has stated that they're going to have to defend the 3-point that Alchesay is notorious for.
Chinle.
Chinle, correct. I apologize. And also, he also has to work on the rebound.
Get you familiar with some of these names. A lot of you watching know who we are talking about as Dasla sings his first one. Adrian Kinlichi is checking into the game for the Chinle Wildcats. Also on the court for the Wildcats wearing number 20 is Danny Hallwood. Here's Dasla's second free throw. That is no good. Rebound is controlled by the Wildcats. That is in the hands of Laughing. Laughing forward to Howwood. Howwood's going to get called with that carry. And Randall, I couldn't agree more with that call. And as we talk about that call, we're going to talk a little bit about our officiating crew tonight, and it's one of the best that the AI could send us for this one.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, if you noticed what had happened, he actually started from the South Pole and brought that ball all the way over. So yes, I absolutely agree with Mr. Chavez on that. And on the officiating, so tonight the referee is Quinn
Ashton.
Mr. Clean Ashton, and then we have Jake Udall, and we have Mr. Greg Chavez Jr. that's on the floor tonight.
Absolute great group of officials going to get you this game as Chinle comes back down 11-7. They're down 4 over on the far side. That's Kinlichi controls it. Now we're going to get a whistle. And Alchesay stole the ball, and we're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul. And that's one of those unlucky fouls, wrong place at the wrong time, as the foul is going to be called. I believe it's going to be on 30. No, they're going to call that on 5. That's going to be on Davis. Mel, you got us? Over to Parker. Out of bounds whistle, and it's going to go back the other way, back to the Wildcats. As Randall, Texas James has just checked in the ball game, and we weren't sure we were going to see him.
No, that's a surprise, especially after having the pregame conference with Coach Kyle.
Ball is to James over on the far side. 3-point shot by the Falcons. That's going to be no good. It is going to be rebounded by Gooday, and we're going to get a shot clock violation. And that's going to be, no, that's not the shot clock violation. That's the end of the first quarter. We're going to go ahead and take a break. The Sholo Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
You've been there waiting.
Falcons' first one is no good. Here's Duncan's second free throw. It is no good. The score on the screen, folks, is not. We're getting at some technical difficulties ironed out here as we get a long three-point shot by McCurtain, and that's no good. Rebound, here we go, back to James. James forward to number 12. That is Adrian Dawson up for 2 points for the Alchesay Falcons. As McCurtain puts up, that's going to be good for Bradley McCurtain. That is a Comfort Fit Dentures three-pointer. 18-13. Wildcats on top. As Yazzie drives the lane, that's no good. Back in the hands of Yazzie. Yazzie puts it up, he is fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot a couple. 17-13. Chinle on top in.
Bench warning. Stay in your box, Kyle. It's the last time I'm going to tell you tonight, okay? Stay in your box.
Randall, we have a bench warning. What exactly did you see there?
Okay, well, I've seen that Coach Kyle has been coming out of the box a little bit. He's probably been out about 5 feet or so, and he's yelling at his teams. He's not yelling at the officials, but by rule, he is to stay in the box, and us officials have been told that we are to keep the coaches in the box. Even if it's 1 foot, the coaches have to be in their box. And Mr. Udall has warned him already, and he still came out of the box, and so now he's given him his bench warning.
And so, turning it over to our action here on our cameras, Randall, that second one out of the box is a technical foul, and the coach would be restricted to the bench, correct? That
is correct. If he's out of his,
we're going to get a whistle and a travel on McCurtain there, and so the ball's going to be back to the Wildcats. Back to the Falcons. Wildcats up on the Falcons. 17:50, 6 minutes and 26 seconds left in the first half. The ball goes inside, intended for Duncan. It's knocked away, and here come the Wildcats. Chinle brings the ball down. He sends it back to Tom. Now it's up in the hands of Parker. Parker over on the near side to McCurtain. McCurtain drives. Free throw jumper. No good, but is rebounded by Lee. Lee puts it back up, and Lee's going to go to the line to shoot a couple. And Randall, we have some hard basketball being played right now.
We absolutely do. And this is going to be a hard-fought ball game, and there's a lot of hard contact going. But if you'd notice that there was some sportsmanship, the Alchesay Falcon went over there, helped pick him up, get him back on his feet.
We appreciate our scoreboard being back up somewhat. We have a shot of the scoreboard here, which should be good enough for you folks at home, as the first free throw by Lee is good. Like I say, folks, we had a few technical things. There was a storm that blew through about an hour and a half before game time and causing a little bit of havoc here. But nonetheless, we're doing the best we can. We appreciate our technical crew, the behind-the-scenes people bringing this broadcast to you. We appreciate all our friends here in White Rivers. The second free throw is good by Lee. And up in Chinle and all over Northeast Arizona watching this transpire. As now we have Dossela bring the ball down. Dossela now drives right side of the lane. He dishes off to Duncan, but Dossela is going to be whistled for an offensive foul. And Randall, in a good way, this is being called very tight because it is very physical.
It's very physical, and the officiating crew does not want this game to get out of hand. And so they're going to call it very tight, and they're going to try to get the boys to play to their game and not play a little loosey-goosey.
Wildcats up on the Falcons, 19-15, 5 minutes and 44 seconds left. Ball's over to Lee. Now to McCurtain. McCurtain looking. Now he sends it inside to Parker. Ball's knocked away, and we're going to get a foul. And I believe they're going to call that on Micah Truex.
Number 1.
No, it is not on. It's on. I thought they were calling that on. White River. No, I'll just say they called that on Chinle. That's number 1. That is Parker. And that is his
second foul.
Second foul of the game. Falcons to inbound. Dossala bringing the ball down. Dossala probably going to be taking over a lot of the ball handling duties with James out of the game. Dossala over to Truex. Truex, comfort, fit, dentures, 3-point shot. That's going right back down on the other end. Lee tries to shoot 3 of his own. It's no good. And we're going to get a whistle, and it's going to fall to the side here. And we're going to get knocked out, and that's going to be knocked out on Alchesay. And it's going to belong to the Chinle Wildcats. Tom going to bring it in right in front of our table. Tom sends it over to Hallwood. Inside, now to Lee. Lee looking to get a jumper. Lee now out on the top of the arc. Lee kicks it over to Tom. Tom, 3-point shot. Spins off the bat, goes over, no good, and that is ball out of bounds. Falcons ball. As Brett Kosay checks in for the Falcons, and we have not seen him. We saw him a lot in the first quarter, but he checked out very quick, but he's the starter back in the game starting tonight. As Yazzie gets the inbound for the Falcons, Yazzie bringing it up the court. Yazzie inside to Antonio. As we're going to get a block, and Antonio's going to go to the line, and Randall. Antonio, 8 points in that first quarter. Relatively silent this quarter.
Very silent. Yeah, we just haven't seen a whole lot, but
I think each team is still trying to find a groove, and we're almost into halftime, and I don't feel like either team's found the groove on what they're trying to do tonight, as Antonio's first free throw is good for his 9th point of the night.
Well, talking to Calvin, you know, at pregame, I spoke about who dictates the tempo. I don't think we got a tempo set yet.
That's a better way of putting it.
We don't have a tempo set. This has kind of been a back and forth and kind of a rush. There's really nothing set just yet.
As Antonio misses his second, eventually ends up in the hands of Bahi. Now here's Bahi at the top of the key. He looks for Hallwood. Hallwood now dribbles. He's at the top of the arc. Now he goes to his right. Sends it inside to Laughing. Laughing, ball gets thrown away. It's going to try to be saved. It is saved by Bahi, but it's saved right down to give the Wildcats a chance at a fast break. Dossala forward with that fast break, and he puts it up and in. Now the Alchesay Falcons up 21-19, and we're about halfway through this second quarter. Jaden Lee with the ball. And Jaden's going to have his pocket picked by Truex. Truex puts it up. He puts it up and in for 2 points. Micah Truex for 2. 23-19.
For you fans at home, if you guys can't hear the sound that's in this arena, it is almost deafening.
We're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul. That's going to be whistled on Dossala. And Dossala and Antonio having games, taking that place to Texas James. And what's impressive is Alchesay, how many points they've been able to get off the fast break tonight.
Absolutely. Alchesay and Chinle, I'm telling you, this is going to be a run and gun all night long.
Here's Lee with the inbounds, back forward to Laughing. Now over to Hallwood, who's down at the top of the key. Hallwood's going to be guarded by Dossala. Hallwood left, right. Now he's at the 28-foot line. And that's going to be stolen by Dossala. Dossala, 1-on-2. Dossala misses it. We're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul. And they're going to call that on Hallwood, who hustled back to try to get that.
Yeah, he tried to get position. He did try to get position to try to pull the offensive charge, but he wasn't in legal guarding position.
As Dossala is going to go to the line. Dossala 1 for 2 on the night already from the line. His first free throw is good.
Coming for the Wildcats, Royston Tom, Caden Alexosy, and also Raymond Parker.
Dossala's second free throw is no good. He gets his own rebound from the free throw line, throws it inside to Truex. Truex struggles with it back out to Antonio now to Dossela in the corner. Comfort Fit Dentures. 3-point shot. Adrian Dossela. That's an 8-point lead. Biggest lead of the night for either team. Owned by the Alchesay Falcons. Inside now to Tom for the Wildcats. Tom back out to Danette Sosi. Danette Sosi over to Chinle. Chinle now pushes it inside to Danette Sosi, who brings it back out. Out on the top of the key to Parker. Parker goes to his left. Parker looking, sends it over to Chinle. Off the mark, rebound Falcons. Yazzie with the rebound, now forward to Antonio. Given inside to Kosei.
And one.
Now, Yazzie goes up with it. Yazzie is fouled. 10-point lead and a chance for a 3-point play. We're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a timeout. We're going to take it. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com.
For the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Welcome back to Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com as the Alchesay Falcons have jumped out to a commanding 29-19 lead. The largest lead by either team, and what we thought was going to be, and there's lots of time left, folks, but we thought was going to be a very close game. Alchesay with some fast break points and some fantastic shooting has brought the lead to 10 points as Yazzie gets a chance to complete an and one, and he does exactly that. Chinley's ball. Parker with the inbound. Now Parker pushing it up the court. And remember that pace you were talking about, Randall? Alchesay sure has come out with that the second half of this quarter.
Well, I don't think they really took too lightly. I don't think they took too lightly with Alchesay being ahead by 4 points. So they've come out and showed them, hey, this is our home. You're in our house now.
And since we had the flopping call earlier in the game, the Alchesay gentlemen have asked for the flop a couple times. Inbound now ends up to Chinle. Spins left, spins right. He's going to have it blocked by Kosei. As Brent Kosei with a monster block on Chinle. And right now, Chinley's just having a rough time getting into any kind of groove as the ball goes to Parker. Parker scoops it up. He's going to be fouled. The ball from our angle looked like it might flip off the back of that backboard, and that was no good. As Brennan Parker's going to go to the line to shoot a couple.
Well, Huey, just like you were saying, there's 11 points difference right now, and then that 11 points, we still have a whole lot of basketball.
We have a lot of ball.
I am not calling anybody out just yet.
Now Parker makes his first free throw. He stands up at the line. He puts it up and in, and that is no good. That's going to be Truex with the rebound for the Falcons. Truex over to Antonio. Antonio over to Yazzie. Yazzie brings it across the time stripe. Almost carried as it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay and belong to the Alchesay Falcons as it's out on Danette Sosi of the Chinle Wildcats. We're going to get a whistle and we're going to get a timeout. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable. Always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Welcome back, everybody. Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com. As we go to our break, we have an update from Snowflake, where the Snowflake Lobos are up 12-11 at the end of the first quarter on the Santan Foothills Wildcats. As Alchesay inbounds the ball, there's Alchesay with it. Alchesay free throw jumper, no good. And it rolls around a little bit. Wildcats are going to get it. I believe that was Tom that's going to be credited with the rebound as he sends it forward to Net Sosi. Off the mark, no good. Rebound Falcons, and here come the Falcons down as Antonio goes up and he puts an easy 2 points in for Max Antonio, and he has been everywhere tonight. As the Falcons the Wildcats now down 12 as Parker brings the ball forward, sends it over to Tom. Chinle with it. Chinle drives underneath, tries to get it going. We're going to get a whistle and we're going to get a foul. Not a foul. That was a jump ball. Look at that replay, and that's exactly what you see. Is he had all over. As now we have a score from Snowflake. My scores came in quick, probably because of the service down here. Snowflake up 29-9 at half. So that was a quick change, really fast down there.
Absolutely. Well, Holbrook and Payson played today, and Holbrook won that game kind of single-handedly.
Well, the last report we had was on our way down, and we had a 23-point lead, I think, for Holbrook. So they were doing some damage over there. As here's Antonio, tries to drive. Now he brings it back out, skips it in, puts it inside. He puts it inside for Alchesay. Alchesay rings it around, but it's no good. Here come the Wildcats down 12. And the Wildcats are going to have a little bit of regrouping to do at halftime, being down as much as they are. We're going to have our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show for you, folks, and catch you up on this first half action as we go into the third quarters. We're going to need a whistle. They're going to whistle Parker with the travel.
Now, I'm conversing with another official, Mr. Paul Hancock, and he was
calling that game.
He was calling that Holbrook-Payson game. And that Payson-Holbrook game ended up being Holbrook beat them by 20. And it's looking like it was 45-27.
Okay. As that's a three-pointer by Antonio. That's no good. Rebound Falcons. Back out now to Dossala. As we're going to get a whistle on Parker. And they're going to have to start watching Parker's foul count. I think that's only a second, looking at my notes here. As that is the 15th team foul. So Dossala is going to go to the line. He's going to shoot a couple with 8 seconds left in the quarter. As that is, Randall, the third foul on Parker. Something to watch this half, as that's going to be good. As Dossala hits the first one, 33-20. Falcons on top of the Wildcats.
Yeah, this is not a good position right now to be in foul trouble. This is not a good place.
And he's had a few points on the night that have kept him close. As Dossala makes his second free throw. Dossala with 2 misses from the line tonight. As we're going to get a whistle, and we are going to get a blocking foul. And even though he lowered his shoulder, there was some movement. He wasn't established, so we're going to get a block. That is going to be the 5th foul as well. So Chinle with the chance to go to the line. Down 14 to shave off a little bit of that sleeve. And this is Caleb Danette Sosi, the senior, trying to help out his Wildcats here. His first free throw is no good. And we're going to have a slew of subs come in as Burbank, Guy, and Yazi check in for the Wildcats. Here's Danette Sosi's second free throw. It is good. 34-21, Falcons on top. And that's going to be halftime, folks. We're going to go ahead and take a break here. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees You won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
We have President's Day pricing all month long here at Horn Auto Center. And great deals like this Chevy Silverado with up to $10,850 off and 2.4% APR. Or this Chevy Colorado. All 2024 Colorados have up to $5,100 off and 1.9% APR on approved credit. So come on down to Horn Auto Center, the Chevy GMC Cadillac store that saves you more.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
This is iTalk 106.7's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime show.
Welcome back to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com. As we go to our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show for the black selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear, go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store, south of Pine Top on Highway 260, just before you get to the Honda Casino. And Randall, first half thoughts in our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show.
Well, I will tell you now, and again, we're not going to take any credit away from either team just yet. We're only halfway through the halftime. But I'll be honest with you, the halftime score kind of surprises me. I wasn't kind of expecting a 13-point differential at this point.
Chinle was up 12-11 at the end of the first quarter.
Chinle was up at one point. They were up by 4. But like I said in the second half, the Alchesay Falcons, they said, not going to happen. This is our house. And they just took it to them. They were up and down. They capitalized on their steals and on their turnovers.
But Chinle really didn't change anything, or they didn't go down. It's just Alchesay rose their level of play up.
Yes, yeah.
So our halftime score, 34-21 in favor of the Alchesay Falcons. Now, we got to kick this over. If you're Coach Goklish, I'm thinking you're telling your guys, we are going to play our game this half, and they cannot beat us. But if you're Chinle, Coach, what are you saying?
Calvin.
Coach Calvin,
I would be telling them we need to take it up another notch. And I'm not saying that their boys are not playing to their full potential, but they need to take it up another notch. If they want to control this, like he said, control the tempo, control the action, they're going to have to bring it up another notch because they've got 11-point deficit. Now, 11-point deficit doesn't mean anything talking from experience, last night I had Round Valley Mini Farms last night in Round Valley, and there was an 11-point deficit, and the Round Valley Elks ran away with that game, being 41-40 last night.
Interesting. So as we go into this half, one question I have is, at what point does Chinle start having to utilize that three-point shot in their arsenal to get back in this game? Because they say you live by the three, you die by the three. I think Chinle's at the we got to live by it at this point. So I think we're going to see a much more aggressive from behind the arc shooting that three, but also I think we're going to see Major crashing the boards.
And I think we're going, and if we noticed in the first half, Chinle was firing. They were firing three-pointers, and they were actually knocking the rock down. So I think if they can continue being hot on the outer perimeter, I think they're going to be able to get back into this thing in a hurry.
I totally agree. Folks, we're going to go ahead and take a break here. We're going to take a break. This is our Honda Ski and Outdoor Halftime Show. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to wrap things up for you before we bring you the second half. This is the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store Halftime Show for the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear. Go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store north of Pine Top on Highway 260, just before you get to the Honda Casino. This is Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Welcome back to Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com as we continue our Honda Ski and Outdoor Halftime Show. And Randall, thoughts on the second half before we bring it to you?
Thoughts on the second half. Again, let's break this back down. Alchesay, I think, is gonna hold up that up, and they're gonna control the pace of this game. Chinle's gonna have to pick it up, and they're gonna have to keep going.
All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break here. This is Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com.
This has been iTalk 1067's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Halftime Show.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Welcome back to Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball. There was about 50 seconds on the clock and we thought we'd go to break and come back, but they started the game sooner, so we got to have, first of all, our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, tip it off to the college with the lowest tuition in the state, with now offering bachelor's degrees in business and education. That's Northland Pioneer College. The Chinle Wildcats come right down and put up 2 points. No, they don't put up points, did we?
Yeah, they did.
That's what I thought. We put up 2 points and in this start of this quarter. As now Antonio comes down and does what he's been doing best. As the first points of the half, I believe, were Kinlichi of the Chinle Wildcats. As then Antonio goes down and puts up 2 of his own. Now the Wildcats have it back. Here's Parker, and that's Dinette Sosi up with the ball. Now here come the Falcons, Yazzie. Yazzie forward to James. James puts it up and in. There's going to be a whistle and a foul as James is going to go to the line. And he's contending with that ankle injury in Randall. He is visibly limping on that thing.
Yeah, you know what? You're going to play hurt. You're going to support your team. You're going to play hurt on this thing.
James at the line. His free throw is good. 38-23. Alchesay on top of Chinle. Here come the Wildcats. Wildcats with the over on their side now after the swap at halftime. Lee with the ball. 3-point shot by Parker. That's going to be no good. And Randall, that ball did not touch any kind of apparatus, and the Alchesay fans let him know it.
They sure did. That was all air on that one.
As here comes Texas James dribbling the ball down, directing some traffic. He sends it back to Max Antonio. Antonio now spins. He sends it out to James. James 3-point shot. That's no good. As rebound is going to be out on Alchesay and going to belong to the Chinle Wildcats. Down 39-23. Here come the Wildcats. Parker with the ball.
Hey, Hewish, when we find a break, we want to be able to do a shout out to the Chinle Spirit line that's actually down here with their team tonight.
And we'll go ahead right now and tell us about. They are the 3A North champions.
They are the 3A North Spirit champions. They finally got past the Page Sand Devils and were able to pull off the Spirit Line championship.
As the ball goes out of bounds and they call it out on Alchesay, it's going to be Chinle's ball. We're going to get a whistle and there's going to be a substitution as the Alchesay fans didn't like that. So congratulations to the Lady Wildcat Spirit Squad on their 3A North championship. As now the Chinle Wildcats, led by Hallwood, bring it up the court. Now over to Parker. Parker over on the far side to Dinette Sosi. Back to Hallwood, back to Dinette Sosi. Over in the corner to Lee. Attempted shot by number 23, Tom, and that's no good. Stolen by Alchesay, but gathered back in for the Wildcats. Over to Lee, and Lee's going to put it up for an easy 2 points. 5 minutes and 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. Texas James visibly hurt, but out there contending for his team as James sends it over to Antonio. Antonio now at the free throw circle. Brings it over on the near side. He's guarded by Lee. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Now over to James. James guarded by Parker. James now goes to the middle of the key. Over on the far side to Gaudet. Gaudet drives the lane. Reverse layup. Kevin Gaudet for the Alchesay Falcons.
What a beautiful reverse layup. That was absolutely well performed and well done.
Parker now over to Hallwood. That's going to go back to Dinette Sosi. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound, and that's exactly what the Wildcats have to do if they're going to put those up, is they have to be prepared to rebound. Great job there. Ball's forward to Dinette Sosi. Now inside to Lee, back out to Dinette Sosi. Inside to Lee. Lee reverse jump shot. Good. Jaden Lee reverse jump shot for the Wildcats. 41-27. Wildcats trying to claw their way back into it. No pun intended. As here's Texas James with the ball. Crosses over the time stripe. James now in the free throw circle being stepped on and guarded by Hallwood. Sends it over to Gaudet. Gaudet now back to Antonio. Antonio now goes. He looks over for Gaudet. Gaudet now throws a rocket inside, but it's picked off Kicked out back to Danette Sosi. Danette Sosi over in the corner. Now to Tom. Comfort Fit Dentures. 3-point shot. That cuts the Falcon lead to 11. 3 minutes and 34 seconds left as Antonio drives the court. He's bumped. Now it's stripped by the Wildcats. Forward now to Lee. Lee over in the corner to, I think that was Hollywood. No good. Whistle, foul. As we're going to get a whistle, we're going to get a foul.
It's going to be an offensive charge. And he did. He did. He's got squared up. He got great guarding position. And Mr. Chavez goes ahead and gives them the offensive charge signal.
Randall, we're going to turn it over to our broadcast here. And we got to ask about legal guarding position. Explain to the folks at home exactly what that means from your knowledge as an official.
So legal guarding position is they got to be squared up with their torso to the player. Now, and a lot of people don't understand that you can have legal guarding position by moving. You can even have legal guarding position off the ground. He can be straight up in his verticality and be able to take an offensive charge even though he's not on the ground.
And I think one of the things you said there, and you're going to have to explain that again, is you said something about if they were moving, they have that legal guarding position. And I think people think, no, they weren't set, and they moved. But can you enunciate further on that?
Okay, so back in the day, long time ago, you had to be set for 1 second, and you couldn't move, and it wouldn't be a charge if you were not set. But that has all gone to the wayside now.
Steal by the Falcons. Here comes James. And we're going to get, I was blocked on I didn't see it as I go back to our replay. As James is going to be fouled. James is going to go to the line. He's going to get a chance to shoot a couple. As it is 41-30.
Texas State at the line, 2 shots.
As his first free throw is no good, lead remains 11, Texas James. Randall, I think that was good because you explained that there's a little bit of old school in that rule and a little bit of new school. As we're going to get a whistle, and that's going to go off as we have a substitution as James now goes out. He makes his second free throw. That cuts the lead, brings the lead to 12. Falcons with Wildcats with the ball. Inside to net, Sosi. Now over to Jaden Lee. Jaden Lee kisses it off the glass for 2 points. Lee with 6 points this quarter. Falcons with the ball. That is Dossala. Dossala drives, easy layup. That one's going to be good. Adrian Dossala good for his points in the third. Back to a 12-point lead. Here come the Wildcats. Wildcats, Hallwood with the ball. Hallwood over to McCurtain. McCurtain back to Hallwood. Hallwood inside to Jaden Lee. Back out to McCurtain, no good. Rebound, McCurtain looks to get his over, going to whistle, we're going to get a foul, and that's going to go against the Falcons. That's going to be their second team foul, so it will be ball out for the Wildcats. Inbound the Wildcats, it goes to Chinle. Chinle now to McCurtain. McCurtain back out to Danette Sosi, no good. Rebound, that is Brett Alchesay of the Falcons, long court pass. Now to Yazzie. Yazzie, reverse layup, no good. Rebound goes into the hands of Yazzie. The ball gets knocked out of bounds, but we have a foul, as they're going to call a foul on Lee if we can get that replay one more time. As there's the rebound, and they actually called the foul on knocking it out of bounds. Ball inbound now is the Dossala to Max Antonio, no good. Rebound Kosei out to Dossala. No good. Rebound is Lee. 1 minute and 25 seconds left. Here come the Wildcats. Now it ends up in the hands of Chinle. Chinle, McCurtain with the ball. McCurtain directing traffic. Now McCurtain kicks it inside to Danette Sosi. Danette Sosi puts it up, almost travels with it. It's no good. Kosei with the rebound for the Falcons. Here come the Falcons as Dossala is pushing it down. Dossala drives, puts it up. That's going to be good. Adrian Dossala, 2 points, as he has come alive defensively and offensively for the Falcons. McCurtain drives, McCurtain free throw line. McCurtain now out on the top of the key to Danette Sosi. Inside push to Hollywood. That's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go to and stay and belong to the Chinle Wildcats. 43 seconds left, 46-32. Falcons up on the Wildcats. As we're going to get a whistle, we're going to get a foul on the inbound. That's going to go against number 12, Dasila, as that's going to be the third team foul. We're going to have Antonio check back in, I believe, for Dasila. And I think that might be Dasila's fourth. No, it is his fifth foul. As Dasila's going to have to watch this one from out of bounds. And Coach Goklish, not even an air of concern. He sends Antonio back in, and it's more of a bummer almost for Dasila, who's now out of this game, who's really come alive in this quarter. As number 34, Kinlichi, goes in and he has it blocked. As he tries to send it forward, Lee has it saved. Lee puts it back in the hands as that goes back to Antonio. Antonio puts it in for two. And Randall, we got to start thinking as we go to this quarter. We'll come back and talk about it. As 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Here's Danette Sosi. He ends the quarter with a 2-point shot. We're going to take a break, folks. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Welcome back to Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com as we get set for our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, tip it off at the college with the lowest tuition in the state. Now offering bachelor's degrees in business and education. Northland Pioneer College, as the alternating position dictates that the Falcons will bring in the ball. As now we have Micah Yazzie in the corner to Kosei. That is a comfort! Fit Dentures! 3-point shot for Brett Kosei, as that absolutely puts a monster points on the board for the Wildcats. Chinle misses a 3. It is rebounded by Kinlichi. Now ends out in the hands of Parker. Parker sends it forward. And I apologize, folks. That is Royston Tom with a comfort. Fit Dentures 3-point shot as well for the first points for the Wildcats. As I didn't even get to see who put that one back in.
Number 30.
That is Yazzie. Puts it back in for 2 as we get a whistle. I was following my score sheet trying to count some points and I missed it. Shows you how fast-paced this game's going tonight. As we're going to get a whistle and we're going to get a foul. It's going to be the first team foul to go against the Falcons this quarter. 53-37, Falcons on top. Out to number 1, Renane Parker. Renane goes to his left, his right, stop, jumps to the free throw line. But unfortunately, he's going to be whistled for a travel, and you can't take that many steps, Randall.
No, you can't. You can actually lift up your pivot foot, which is going to be the foot that you plant, and it looks funny, but when you come down on that foot, that's where your travel is going to kick into play.
3-point miss by Yazzie, rebound Falcons. Rebound ends up by Judah Yazzie. Now that one's no good. Now here come the Wildcats. Chinle putting on some pressure as Danette Sosi is going to bring down the ball. Danette Sosi forward to Parker. Comfort Fit Dentures. 3-point shot by Rainen Parker. Stopping the action to fix the net as that was swished. He tickled the bottom of that twine for a good 3 points. 53-40.
And this is where this ball game is going to come into play here. Now they're only chasing 13. The Wildcats are only chasing 13 points,
And if they get hot from three, look out.
That 13 points can disappear
Absolutely.
quickly.
As here come the Falcons with the ball, looking like they're in a little bit of a stall. Shot clock is there for this reason right there, as we have 10 on the shot clock. And I believe that's going to be Antonio. And Antonio's going to go south pole up, and that's going to be a carry. And we're going to have Texas James checking back in for the Wildcats. For the Falcons, I am getting my Falcons and Wildcats messed up right and left. Probably call somebody the Eagles and somebody the Roadrunners or the Cougars here. I keep going the way I'm going. Wildcats with the ball. There's Parker. Parker sends it inside to Kinlichi. Kinlichi is fouled. That's going to be the second team foul on the Falcons. And that could be something to watch for, too, as those fouls do rack up. Wildcats to inbound. And that's going to be intended on the inbound for Tom. And unfortunately, that just goes through Tom's hands, and it's going to belong to the Falcons. Out on the Wildcats, belonging to the Falcons.
Well, that's okay. I messed up earlier in the game and calling the Chinle
and
Wildcats.
Falcons with the steal, and that's a long three-pointer by Parker. It's no good. And Chinle had it, but it was knocked out of bounds. Rebound Falcons, and now we're going to get a foul on the Wildcats, and that's going to be on number 23. Falcons to inbound. As we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a push on number 23, and that's going to go against Tom. And that, I saw that one from here, and I was actually pretty glad that was caught, because as he was coming down, there was a visible shove there, Randall.
Yes, and it looked like there was going to be a little bit of an exchange with number 25, but Quinn Ashton come racing in, got in between them.
Great job by the officiating. Now forward to Yazzie. Yazzie puts it up, no good. Rebound Wildcats. Here come the Wildcats. Forward now on the Wildcats to Tom. Knocked away. Forward now to Antonio. Antonio going one-on-one. He puts it up. No good. We're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a foul on the Chinle Wildcats. As it's getting a little bit chippy here. And, it's not what you want to see, but I wasn't expecting this, but I was expecting a physical knockdown, drag-out game. And, Randall, that's exactly what we have been treated to.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can see this. There's number one. That was his fifth foul, so he is going to be out for the remainder of the game. But this is what happens. You're going to get into this. It's a win or go home, and this is what's happening. Is now everybody's going to start getting chippy, and these officials. Let me tell you, these are great officials out here on this court tonight, and they will have control of this game.
We have into the third quarter update from Snowflake. Snowflake Lobos up on the Santan Foothills Sabercats 47-28. We appreciate Aaron Kaur, our scorekeeper over there for us, sending us those updates. And looks like the Lobos are set to move on as Antonio makes his second free throw. 54-40. Alchesay on top. Forward now to Lee. Lee inside to, I believe that was number 34, Kinlichi, as he puts it up and in. Here come the Falcons. Truex, 25. Truex over to Antonio. Antonio left, right. Now to Antonio goes right. He has it stolen by Danette Sosi. Danette Sosi gives up the easy layup over to Lee for an easy layup. And Lee having a night for the Wildcats. As Yazzie has it for the Falcons. We're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it too. This is Chinle Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
We have President's Day pricing all month long here at Horn Auto Center. And great deals like this Chevy Silverado with up to $10,850 off and 2.4% APR. Or this Chevy Colorado. All 2024 Colorados have up to $5,100 off and 1.9% APR on approved credit. So come on down to Horn Auto Center, the Chevy GMC Cadillac store that saves you more.
Welcome back to Chinle Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com as we have 4 minutes and 59 seconds left in the ball game. It is a 10-point lead for the Alchesay Falcons. Both teams have kind of turned it up a level this quarter and gotten somewhat physical. and Chinle Wildcats take their time getting out of the timeout. It's going to be the Falcons ball going down by their bench. Antonio's going to inbound. As Antonio gets the ball from the officials, he sends it in to Yazzie. As we're going to get a whistle, we're going to get a quick foul. And that is going to go against Alchesay. As Alchesay is calling for a flop. I didn't even see it because it was away from the ball.
Oh, no, he went through him. Huey, he went through him. That's a great call.
Don't disagree with you at all after seeing the replay. Wildcats have it. Bahi with the ball. Bahi now over to Danette Sosi. Danette Sosi inside. That's number 34. Aiden Kinlichi, and he puts it up and in. He gets 2 points, and he's fouled. That cuts the lead to 8, a chance for a three-point play. As Randall, the closer this game could possibly get, the louder the crowd has gotten, the more we're going to have to be talking.
Yeah, and I agree. And let me tell you, we were at one point, we had 17-point differential, and these guys have cut it back. They've come back on 9 points, and they're an 8-point difference.
Free throw is no good. Rebound knocks around a little. Now it's ended up by the Falcons. As Yazzie's bringing it down for the Falcons, and I was not sure. I think it was Tom come down and knock that one out of bounds. Falcons are going to have it underneath their own basket. Antonio to rebound. Antonio long inbound to Alchesay. Alchesay left. Now back to Antonio, brings it out in the backcourt. Antonio over to Yazzie. Back to Antonio. Antonio looks to drive. Now he kicks it out on the far side to Nosey. 2-point shot. Jeremy Nosey for the Falcons. As now
that's a travel.
Danette Sosi dribbles it down.
Great call.
Danette Sosi is able to get free, but in the process, and we see it on the replay, he travels. As now we get the press put on by Chinle. Down 10, 4 minutes and 10 seconds left. Nosey brings it up for the Falcons. Nosey down to Antonio. Antonio drives through traffic. Now he gets it out to Alchesay. However, Antonio's going to be whistled for the travel. Watch that on replay. And that is actually, that's 3 steps.
Yeah. Oh,
great
yeah.
call we see there. It's funny when you see it live and then you break it down by our great replay crew. You see what happens. It's no contest. Great call by our officials. As Danette Sosi's going to have the ball, we're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul, and that's going to be the 5th team foul on the Falcons. Therefore, we're going to have some free throws being shot as Lee's going to go to the line, and Lee's going to get a chance to shoot a couple.
Now, see, now there's something to talk about right there. We actually have a great standpoint because we get to look at instant replay. The officials out on the court tonight do not get to look on replay. Replay is only in a championship game that they can actually look at replay if something that looks hinky during the game. But we have a great view of instant replay.
They got it right, though, from what we saw, and that is a great job. These are some of the best, folks. Second free throw is good. Both are good. That cuts the lead to 8 points. As we're going to get a whistle, we're going to get a foul, and I see Chinle is looking to get some fouls, try to force those Alchesay free throws, and try to get the ball back.
Well, they've got one more to give before they put the Falcons on the line, so we'll see what happens.
Alchesay's going to inbound in front of the Falcon bench. He sends it to number 45, Nosey. Nosey's going to bring it across. As we get a whistle, we get a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it to Show the Forge presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Welcome back, everybody. Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com. We appreciate everybody tuning into this one as we have ourselves a good one here as the Falcons of Alchesay lead by 8 over the Wildcats of Chinle. It is now the Falcons' ball. It ends up in the hands of Yazi. Yazi now back out to Nosey. Nosey left, right. Nosey looking, being guarded close. Now gives it to Antonio. Antonio drives. Antonio puts it up, and that's going to be good. Max Antonio, good for 2 points.
Well, we're coming into, we've got a 10-point spread, and now we're starting to get into the hurry up, and
as we're going to get Alchesay is going to be whistled for a foul, and that's going to put Chinle at the line, and that's going to be on Antonio as Jaden Lee is going to go to the line with a chance to cut the lead to 8 again. First one is good for Lee. Here's Lee lining up at the line. The second one is good. Jaden Lee. Wildcats bringing the ball down. Nosey bringing the ball. Nosey at Antonio. And Randall, Dossala has fouled out and is still the high point scorer for his team, and he's been fouled out since the third quarter.
Yes. Oh, we almost had the score table taken out.
Wildcats ball. Kosei to inbound. We get a whistle and we get a foul, and that's going to be on the Wildcats. That's going to be the 15th foul, which means Alchesay is going to go to the line.
Well, that's number 5 for number 23. He's done for this game.
That's Royston Tom, and that's his. And Royston goes to the bench with 9 points, all on three-pointers, as we have a little bit of a mop-up situation here. As Antonio gets to add to his point total. Excuse me. Antonio gets a chance to add to his point total. Randall, I think I might have cursed the young man. Broadcaster's curse.
Oh.
I already had both of them in before he even got going. First one is good. Max Antonio, bigger than the broadcast curse. Here's Antonio's second free throw. We get a whistle. We're going to get a lane violation, and it's going to go back to the Wildcats. Randall, 9-point game. Do you start draining right here?
You know, a 9-point game, this is going to be kind of more of an emergency for the Chinle Wildcats. And granted, it's only 3 3-point shots, and they're back in this thing.
I agree with you. As now Lee brings the ball down. Lee goes for him. Layup on the other side. Lee's going to be fouled. And he's going to get a chance for a three-point play, or you can just drive the lane and get a chance for a three-point play rather than drain him from behind that arc.
That's correct. And we'll see if he knocks this down. If he knocks this down, they're going to be right back in it and chasing 6 points.
Notice I did say chance.
Yes.
We appreciate all you friends of ours watching these broadcasts live tonight. We appreciate our sponsors for bringing it to you. As Lee's first free throw is good, we're going to get whistle. We're going to get a timeout. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com.
Love sports? Love being part of the action? Imagine having the best seat in the house, calling the plays, and connecting with fans. As a play-by-play announcer, you'll be the voice that brings the excitement to life. You'll network with athletes and coaches, sharpen your skills, and even travel to exciting venues. It's your chance to turn your passion for sports into a thrilling career. Ready to make it happen? Text the word sports to 928-434-0101 to apply now. Don't just watch the game, be the voice of it. Your dream job is calling.
Welcome back, everybody. Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com. as we just had a three-point play cutting the lead to 6. Alchesay leads at 59-53, 2 minutes and 33 seconds left, as Max Antonio is going to go down to inbound the ball for the Alchesay Falcons. Sends it into number 30, Micah Yazzie. It's stolen inside. That is Lee. And Lee sends it over to number 5, Davis. No, that was number 3, Bahi. Bahi puts it up and in for 2 points. We're going to get a timeout, folks. We're going to take it. Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back, Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com as the Falcons inbound the ball. They now have it. Bring it over the time stripe, 23 seconds on the shot clock. That is Kevin Gaudet with the ball. It's knocked down. Chinle has the steal. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. Here come the Wildcats. Now over to number 24, Danette Sosi. Over on the far side to Bahi. Three-point shot. No good. Rebound. Wildcats. That was Danette Sosi with the rebound. Now it comes back out, ends up in Danette Sosi's hands. Danette Sosi, long three-point shot. That's going to be no good. Rebound is going to be to the Wildcats. Wildcats, forward to Yazzie. Yazzie, easy, 2 points. The Chinle deficit is now 6. Minute 29 left. Over now to Lee. Lee left to right. We get a whistle, we get a foul, we're going to get a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable. Always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Welcome back, Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com as Lee is going to inbound it for the Wildcats. Lee forward to Danette Sosi, back to Lee, back to Danette Sosi. 1 minute, 16 seconds left. Now over to Bahi. Bahi drives, now Bahi kicks it out, back to Danette Sosi. Danette Sosi looking to drive, he's being guarded by Alchesay. Now to Davis. That's going to be a Comfort Fit Dentures three-pointer by Jaden Lee, and that cuts the lead to 3 with a minute left here at Chief Alchesay Arena.
And this is exactly what we were talking about. They're going to capitalize on these heirs of Alchesay.
As we're going to get a whistle, we're going to get a knock on the hand, as that's going to go against Lee. However, Antonio gets to go to the line to shoot a couple.
Personal foul. 2 shots. Max Antonio at the line.
Antonio at the line. And it is deafening in here, folks. It is loud. As Antonio's first free throw is good. That makes the lead 4 for the Falcons. Antonio's second free throw is No good. Rebound. We're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul. As that's going to be, you can't call it over the back because that doesn't exist. But that's going to be a push into the back. And that's going to put Jeanette Sosi at the line to shoot 2, according to the 5-team foul rule in high school basketball.
And that was a great call. Looking at that replay, that is an absolute great call. That was a push from behind, and that'll put Chinle on the line.
Here's Jeanette Sosi's first free throw. It is no good. No good. 4-point lead for the Falcons, 47.8 seconds left. We do not have the timeout situation, but I believe there's one out right now, and I don't know who has it. Jeanette Sosi's second free throw is no good. Was there a violation or was it a three?
It must have been a 3-point because this is his third attempt.
Jeanette Sosi's is no good.
Man, could not get it to fall.
I'm not sure where the third free throw came from because it was down here. As we get a whistle and we get a timeout, we're going to go ahead and take you to the Chinle Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Chinle Ford. Chinle Ford has the best deals. Not only does Chinle Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Chinle Ford sells the best at the best price. Chinle Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at ChinleFord.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Welcome back to Chinle Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com. And some clarification, we actually had a fan lane violation on the second free throw. Therefore, that's what led to the third free throw. We appreciate our friend in crime, Brian White, clarifying that. He saw that on camera. Let us know. We appreciate him. And good luck to him as he starts his baseball season.
Absolutely. Head coach for the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets.
As Alchesay inbounds it, and that's going to be forward now. Forward now to Truex. Truex back to G'day. As we get a whistle and we're going to get a foul, and this is going to be a long 30 seconds to have this play out. As folks, stay tuned for our post-game show as we name our Deemer's Glass man of the game, our Horn Auto Center drive of the game, and our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. Deemer's Glass in Lakeside, when you need quality glass at affordable prices, call Deemer's Glass in Lakeside, 1-888-GLASSMAN, as G'day misses his first one. Our drive of the game, Horn Auto Center, the Chevy GMC store that saves you more, and our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. And folks, we have a pretty good idea, but it's going to be depending on who comes out on top of this one. As G'day sinks his second and gives his team a 5-point lead, here come the Wildcats. As Lee drives, Lee puts it up, no good. As we're going to get a whistle, we're going to get a foul, and that's going to be, I believe they're going to call that on Truex, and that's going to put Chinle at the line. And free throws are becoming extremely important. There have been 5 missed free throws in this quarter by the Wildcats. The Falcons have missed 4. So both teams struggling a little bit from the line this quarter.
And had Chinle made those 5, this would be a tie ball game right
here.
now.
And it's exactly what it would be. As Jeanette Sosi's free throw rolls off, 5-point lead for the Falcons. Here's Jeanette Sosi's next free throw. It is up and good. Ball's forward, we're going to get a whistle. We're going to get an intentional foul, as they're going to call an intentional foul on Alchesay. And that is going to be not good, because not only do they get the shots, but they're going to get the ball out as Truex is going to go to the line.
And it's going to be at the point of the foul. So the point of interruption. Now, that would have just been a common foul. That would have been just a common foul had he tried to make an attempt on the ball, and that wasn't the case. He grabbed his jersey to keep him from advancing, and that's where the intentional comes into play.
That was a defensive holding. That's a 10-yard penalty.
That is a 10-yard penalty if we were playing football, sir.
Second free throw is good by Truex. And this almost hurts worse than a technical, because it's at the point of the foul where they're going to get that ball. So they're going to get the ball right into their own bench. Alchesay to inbound. Alchesay, and it's going to be stolen by the Wildcats. Over to Lee. Lee's going to put up a three-point shot. Three-pointer by Lee. It is good. It is good. Jaden Lee with 3 points, and that's going to cut the lead to 2 points with 12 seconds left. We're going to go ahead and take a break. This is Chinle Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Welcome back, Chinle Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com. As Jaden Lee decided, no, we're not going to go out without a fight, and he puts down his second three-pointer. Now, let me tell you about the quarter that Jaden Lee's having. Randall, he has 14 points this quarter.
Wow, that is outstanding.
14 points this quarter. The Falcons are going to inbound the ball, and it's a little dangerous for them because they just had it stolen. And so the Falcons are going to inbound with a long 13.8 seconds left with a full 92-foot court, and that is inbounded to Yazzie. As Yazzie's trapped in the corner, we're going to get a whistle, and it's stolen by Chinle. Forward now to Lee. Lee puts it up. No good. Rebound Falcons. As we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a foul. As they're going to call the foul on Alchesay. Monster rebound underneath there. As that foul is going to be called, the Falcons are going to go to the line. Jaden Lee, there's no one else I would want to take that shot other than him. Misses just off the back of the iron. And now we're waiting for some clarification. Teams are huddling. There's Alchesay fouls out with his 5th personal foul. So that's going to bring in Bryce Burbank. Chinle is gathering, talking to his team. He's telling him to get his team out on the court. Max Antonio is going to go to the line. He's going to shoot a couple. And all he needs to do, Randall, is make both of these, and it's over.
Yep.
But that's a tall order to do in high school basketball.
And even though...
And that one's off the mark with 1.8 seconds left.
And you think 1.8 seconds doesn't seem like a lot of time, but in basketball, that 1.8 seconds can seem like an eternity.
Antonio's second free throw is no good. As that's going to be off the mark, no good. As we're going to end the game. 64-62. The Falcons advance and move on in this 3A state tournament as they defeat the Chinle Wildcats. Again, our final 64-62. We're going to come back and we're going to have a post-game show. This is Chinle Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.
We have President's Day pricing all month long here at Horn Auto Center. And great deals like this Chevy Silverado with up to $10,850 off and 2.4% APR. Or this Chevy Colorado. All 2024 Colorados have up to $5,100 off and 1.9% APR on approved credit. So come on down to Horn Auto Center, the Chevy GMC Cadillac store that saves you more.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learning new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Welcome back to Chinle Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com. And as we go to our post-game show, and we're going to start off as we're actually going to be joined by our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. But we got to start off, Randall, with our Deemer's Glass man of the game. Need glass for your home or business? Call Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Hands down, the best place to call when you need quality glass at affordable prices. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN. And our Deemer's Glass man of the game, fouling out in the third quarter, is Adrian Docella. Great job by him, and his team missed him in that fourth quarter. We're going to talk about that. The next thing we're going to talk about is our Horn Auto Center drive of the game. We're going to come back to this one as well. And our Horn Auto Center drive of the game, Randall, that second quarter exchange by the Falcons. It gave them that lead, and that's been the difference in the game.
That was the drive. They came back in the second, and I spoke about this before. You guys came back in the second. You guys, was there something that was said in between the 2 quarters where you guys just decided this is our house and we're going to take it to you?
No, not really. You know, we've been working on it the whole week, so we've been working hard, and yeah.
Okay. Well, joining us now is our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game, and that's Adrian Docella for the Chinle Wildcats. Congratulations on the win. You guys get to move forward and play another day.
Thank you.
Talk about your play tonight, and you were consistent all game. I don't have your total points. I think it was 19 or 20. But talk about your game tonight and what gave you the hot hand or what gave you the advantage, or was it just your teammates? Was it something mental? What went on tonight?
It was just my teammates. You know, I got credit to my teammates. They gave me the ball. They trust me with the ball and everything.
Well, talk about Adrian Docella fouling out in the third quarter. Were you getting a little down, or did you know, hey, we're going to have somebody replace this guy right away?
No, I wasn't getting down. Just telling my teammates to step up. They need to step up and everything.
Well, talk about that little comeback by Chinle in the fourth quarter. As they came back on you guys, that had to be a little nerve-wracking, but you came up and you hit that free throw. Unfortunately, you hit that free throw, the second to last free throw, and gave your team a little bit of a lead. Talk about, as they were coming back, what was going through your mind?
Nothing, just hold the ball, you know.
All right, well, go ahead, Randall. I'm going to go real quick. I'm going to count up his point total.
So I have a question for you. Texas, we were told that Texas wasn't going to play tonight due to an ankle injury. How did you guys, were you guys prepared not to have him on the floor with you tonight, or were you guys expecting him to be on the floor?
We didn't know that. We didn't know that he was going to play today. We just focused on the game, that's all.
Just focused, and then when you guys saw him come on the court, how did you guys feel about that?
Surprised.
I got that.
Talk about, with Texas being out of the game, did that allow you to just step up, or is it like a next man up mentality? Because you played fantastic tonight, but Texas out of the game was definitely visible at first, but in the second half, in fact, that first quarter and then the second half, you just kind of did big things for your team.
Yeah, today I had to step up because Adrian Docella fouled out and Texas fouled out, so I had to step up.
All right, well, congratulations. You guys are moving forward in the state tournament. We appreciate you being our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. Congratulations. Enjoy this one. Get ready for the next one. Thank you for joining us. Folks, that was our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game, and that was Max Antonio of the Alchesay Falcons. We appreciate him joining us. And to wrap this one up tonight, Randall, 64-62 is our final score, and we could not have asked for a better fourth quarter. We were a little worried when that lead happened, but absolutely came back and made it a game. Chinle had their chances. Alchesay had their chances. I don't want to say Alchesay came close to giving it away. Nobody came close to giving it away. I got to credit Chinle with coming back.
Chinle came back, and when we were just talking about the free throws there in the last seconds of the game, that's exactly what was happening. Had they started sinking all of those free throw points, this could have been a complete different outcome.
Absolutely. Folks, our final score tonight, Alchesay 64, Chinle 62. For myself and Randall Anselmo, for Jeff Lone Tree, Robin, Daniel Perkins, and Mel, our producer in the truck, they're the ones that were able to get this one on tonight. We appreciate them. Your final, 64-62, the Alchesay Falcons move on to the AIA 3A tournament. Congratulations to them. This has been Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 KNKI Pinetop and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center, Horn Auto Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the express written consent of iTalk 1067 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.